Welcome back to the Actoring Magic Channel. I'm Steve, the Actiri. Today we are going to be talking about Isshin, two heavens as one. Oh, but before we get into that, I want to let you guys know that we are going to have a combo at the end of the video, and we also are sponsored today by MTG on Command. They are a new deck box making company, 3D printed, beautiful, cool boxes. They even have your commander on a faceplate with a little tiny magnet on the back, and they sit right like that. But more about them at the end. If you look in the description, there will be a code for 10% off, and we've also got holiday specials with Valentine's Day coming up. All right, so talking about Isshin, he is a 3-drop. Mardu colors, 3/4. Okay, that beard is so magnificent on this young gentleman. He looks like he was inspired by the R&D guys there at Wizards of the Coast. That beard is too specific, too beautiful to not be somebody's beautiful beard. All right, if a creature attacking causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. It's pretty fantastic. So basically anything, like even whenever our opponents attack, it can trigger stuff that we're doing. So it's pretty cool. By the way, hashtag I heart Alesha. Even her triggered ability will double up. Yes, you have to pay for it twice, but I don't care. I love her. Anyway, moving on. I've talked about it too much. All right, Jank, Bane of Balaged. It's a 7-drop, 7/5. It says whenever it attacks, defending player exiles 2 permanents he or she controls. Sweet. Now they have to sacrifice or exile 4. Parhelion gives us 2 4/4 white angel creature tokens with flying with vigilance that are attacking whenever Parhelion 2 attacks. So now we're going to get 4 of those tapped and attacking creatures. And it's gross. It's gross, gross, gross. But, I mean, again, this is magical Christmas land. All right. So the Titans really play well with Isshin. And so Sun Titan, we're going to get to go and get 2 permanents back from our graveyard, convert mana cost 3 or less. Inferno Titan is going to divide 6 damage up. Grave Titan is going to give us 4 black zombie tokens. They're fantastic. Isshin is just really going to bring these guys into some beautiful, beautiful power. Some low power stuff. Vicious Conquistador, Thornbow, Archer, Pulse Tracker. Whenever these guys attack, they're all going to put a trigger on the stack that says each opponent loses 1 life. Now we get 2 of those triggers. Now everybody's losing 2 life. It's pretty fantastic for a 1 mana creature. Oh my goodness, they're fantastic. So basically for a 1/1 that's going to basically do what, 7 points of life loss? Pretty awesome. More attacking. Hellrider is going to deal damage to defending player or planeswalker for each creature you control that attacks. Fantastic. Whatever creature, and then Brutal Horde Chief, whenever creature you control attacks, defending player loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Awesome. You can also make people block in bad ways. Ember Wild Captain. This one is bananas. It says whenever it enters battlefield, you become the Monarch. Whenever an opponent attacks you while you're the Monarch, Ember Wild Captain deals damage to that player equal to the number of cards in their hand. Fantastic. So they're really, really discouraged from going and swinging at you and stealing that Monarch from you. And now because they're going to basically double up on the amount of damage they take whenever they try to attack you and get the Monarchy. Ooh, so good. All right, more attack triggers. Blood Reckoning is going to make them lose life whenever you attack. No, whenever they attack you. Cavalcade of Calamity. Whenever creature you control power 1 or less attacks, whenever we're attacking, deals 1 damage to the player or planeswalker that creature is attacking. Similarly with Raid Bombardment, whenever a creature you control with power 2 or less attacks, Raid Bombardment deals 1 damage to that player or planeswalker that creature is attacking. These are interesting because they do really well with Goblins. Really well with Goblins. Unblockable damage is sweet. So curses. So Curse of Vitality. They're going to lose. You're going to gain 2 life whenever the cursed player is attacked. It's even gain life whenever another player is attacking that person. So you're going to gain 4 off of their attacks too. Curse of Shallow Graves is going to give you a 2/2 zombie, and then it's going to double it up and give you 2 2/2 zombies. Curse of Disturbance is going to give you a 2/2 zombies or 2 2/2 zombies whenever you attack a cursed player. And then it's going to give you another 2 2/2 zombies whenever somebody else attacks that player. Granted, they're going to also get those 2 2/2 zombies, but it's okay. Next up on our list, we have Duelist Heritage. Whenever one or more creatures you attack, you may have target attacking creature gain double strike until end of turn. So we get 2 of that. 2 creatures get double strike. Sparring Regimen, it says whenever you attack, put a 1 counter on target attacking creature and untap it. So we're going to get 2 1/1 counters, and then we're going to untap 2 of our creatures. Path of Bravery is going to anthem our creatures whenever we have more life than our starting life total, and then whenever 1 or more creatures you control attacks, you gain life equal to the number of attacking creatures. So we're basically going to double up on our life gain. Pretty sweet for 3 mana. I've had a lot of coffee. Just saying. All right, so we want some more power. Angelic Exaltation is a 4-drop. Enchantment, whenever a creature you control attacks alone, it gets plus XX until end of turn, where X is the number of creatures you control. Fantastic. Sublime Archangel is going to do something almost identical. It says it's got Exalted. Other creatures you control have Exalted. Basically, if you attack with 1 creature by itself, each other creature that you have is basically going to give that creature +1/1. If you have 10 creatures total in play, your single attacking creature is going to get +10/10. Bruce Tarl, Boorish Healer. Whenever he enters the battlefield or attacks, target creature you control gains double strike and lifelink until end of turn. Now we're going to get 2 creatures that are going to get double strike and lifelink. He's awesome. Next we have Card Advantage, Tempered in Solitude. This one's really, really good if we want, if we're basically going to go the Exalted route. If you don't go the Exalted route, don't use this card. Okay. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. Sweet. We get Card Advantage. Lelia, the Blade Forged, Reforged, red and 2 generic 2/2 haste. Whenever she attacks, exile the top card of your library. So we get 2 cards from the top of our library. Hey, Midas. How you doing, buddy? How you doing, boy? Midas. Want to say hi? Want to say hi? Oh, say hi. Hey. Say hi. Say hi. Can I say hi? No? Okay. All right, buddy. Go ahead and go on out. Dog tax, I guess. All right, that's Midas. He's my poopy. All right. Lelia, she's a 3-drop 2/2 haste. Whenever she attacks, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. So we're going to get 2 of those cards off the top, and whenever you exile 1 or more cards from your library and or graveyard, put a 1/1 counter on her. Since those are separate triggers, you are going to get +1 or 2 +1/1 counters on Lelia Blade Reforged. Thorough Investigation. It's a 3-drop. Whenever you attack, investigate. So now you're going to get 2 clues. Whenever you sack a clue, venture into the dungeon. Pretty good. Next up, we have Launch the Fleet. Okay, these are unique because they're not what you'd expect. Okay, Launch the Fleet says 1 white and Launch the Fleet costs 1 more to cast for each target beyond the first. So if you pay 2, you target 2 creatures. You pay 5, you target 5 creatures. Until in turn, any number of target creatures each game, whenever this creature attacks, put a 1/1 white soldier creature token onto the battlefield tapped and attacking. Since those permanents basically gained an ability that's triggered whenever they attack, now you're gonna double up the 1/1 counters, 1/1 creatures that you're going to get off of Launch the Fleet or off of those creatures. Bazraket, -2, does the exact same thing. It says whenever 1 or more non-token creatures attack this turn, create that many 1/1 white soldier creature tokens that are tapped and attacking. So pretty cool, pretty unique. They are off the beaten path though. All right, Rakshasa Debaser. Whenever it attacks, it's a 6-drop 6/6. Whenever it attacks, put target creature card from defending player's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. Heck yeah, it's also got Encore. Olivia Crimson Bride, whenever she attacks, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield, tapped and attacking. It gains. When you don't control a legendary vampire, exile this creature. We're going to reanimate 2 creatures whenever we control our commander, and it's going to be glorious. Next up, we got Glorybringer. Okay, rules lawyers, please double check me, but I'm pretty confident that since it's an attack trigger, Exert is going to work. But please double check me in the comments. All right, so Glorybringer is a 5-drop 4/4 flying haste. You may exert Glorybringer as it attacks. When you do, it deals 4 damage to target non-dragon creature and opponent controls. So we should be able to do 4 damage there and 4 damage there because we're going to double exert it. Well, we don't care because it's only going to stay tapped for 1 more turn anyway. All right. Then we have Ilhag, the Raised Boar. Basically, this guy is a 6/6 for 5 that puts a creature, whenever it attacks, it puts a creature from our hand into the battlefield tapped and attacking. Fantastic. Those creatures go back to our hand at the end of the next end step. So he's really cool. We're gonna get to put 2 creatures into the battlefield, tapped and attacking with him. He's very cool, very hard to get rid of. He goes on top of your library. Ugh, gross. Let's see. Atale Primal Storm. Whenever it attacks, next to the top card of each player's library, you may cast any number of cards, any number of spells from among those cards without paying their mana costs. Okay, so you don't get lands, but you can cast basically everything. And that's gonna give you, like, if you have 4 people at the table, you're gonna exile the top card of everybody's library once. You're gonna do it again whenever you have Isshin in play, so you're going to be able to cast basically from 8 cards. You're going to be able to cast a lot of that stuff for free. Pretty awesome. Number 3 on our list, Mangara the Diplomat. Whenever we're attacked by 2 or more creatures, draw a card. So we're going to get 2 cards, and he's on curve with Isshin. Whenever opponent casts their second spell, they turn draw a card. All right, we can't double up that trigger. Okay. Next up, number 2 on our list, Curse of Opulence. Oh my goodness. It's a 1 red enchant player. It says whenever enchant player is attacked, create a colorless artifact token named Gold. It has, sack this artifact, add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Each opponent attacking that player does the same. So our opponents attack them, we get a gold. Whenever we attack them, we get gold. And so whenever we have Isshin, we're just going to get so many gold tokens. Very, very good with goblins. And then number 1 on our list, Shared Animosity. Granted, you kind of have to build into a creature type deck, but I don't care. It's so good. All right, 1 red, 2 generic. When a creature you control attacks, it gets +1/0 till end of turn for each other attacking creature that shares a creature type with it. Fantastic. If you have 5/1/1 goblins going with this creature, or attacking, they're all going to get +4/0 on the first trigger. Then we're going to get that trigger again. They're going to get another +4/0. So our 5/1/1s turn into 5/9/1s. That makes people dead real quick. Now, our combo of the day is really weird. All right, hang with me. So we have Krenko, 10th Street Kingpin, and we have Coat of Arms. Now, so Coat of Arms, it says for each creature gets +1/1 for each other creature on the battlefield that shares at least 1 creature type with it. Okay, cool. Krenko says whenever he attacks, put a 1/1 counter on it, create that many 1/1 goblin creature tokens equal to Krenko's power. You can already start to see that this is going to get a little bit absurd. Let's do the math, shall we? Supposing we have 1 other token goblin that's a 1/1, and we have Krenko, 10th Street Kingpin, and then we play a Coat of Arms in that same turn. Supposing we have our commander. Whenever Krenko attacks, put a 1/1 counter on it, then create a 1/1 red goblin creature token equal to Krenko's power on the battlefield, okay? So, on the first trigger, so we're going to get 2 of these triggers because it's an attack trigger, and Isshin's going to double them up. On the first trigger, okay, we are going to get, because right now, whenever he goes to attack, he's going to get a 1/1 counter, and then we've got 1 goblin. So we're getting +1/1 from Coat of Arms. We're going to get a 1/1 counter from his attack. So whenever he attacks, we are going to have a total of 3 power. We're going to get 3 goblins, and he's going to get a 1/1 counter on him. Okay? Now, the second trigger hits. This is before damage. The second trigger hits. Okay? Now, that second trigger is going to put in 7 more goblins, and because Krenko's total power at this point is going to be a 7 power, because he's going to have 2 1/1 counters. There's going to be a total of these 3 goblins here on the left, plus the other one, the first one we had from earlier. So we have 4 goblins in essence whenever we go attacking. 4 goblins, 1/1 on his base power, and then another +2/2. So we have a total power of 7 on the second trigger. So we're going to get 7 more goblins. So that means we are going to have 11 goblin tokens. That means that our 1/1 that's attacking is going to be an 11/11. and that means Krenko is going to be an 18-19, and some of that 18-19 are going to be the 2/1/1 counters, and then the am I doing that math right? 3 plus 10. No, okay, my math's wrong a little bit. It's math wrong on Krenko himself. So Krenko should actually be a 3 plus 10. Oh no. I should have one more. So the first goblin, the goblin that's attacking, should be a 12-12 because Krenko's in play, and Krenko himself should be plus 11-11. So that's 12-14. So he should be attacking and he should be dealing 14 points of damage. That's still ridiculous. It's still absurd. So you can see by just having one goblin, one Krenko, and a coat of arms, things get wildly out of hand. And all of these tokens over here are 11-11s. Oh, anyway, so back to the end of our video. So thank you so much for coming out. I wanted to show you guys this really, really freaking cool deck box. So we've got 2 different styles, and I don't have the other one with me right now. But as you can see, MTG on Command has been printing their logo in here, and we're getting some new colors in the mail. But it's really, really cool. This little metal plate is to be goes to the magnet right there. If you can see it, you cannot see it. It's right in there. Okay, and so I've got enough room on the side. This is a single sleeve deck. We've got enough room on the side for some tokens. And I put that back in place. Where did I put that? Put it back in place. Pop. And I put my Svela back in place. I freaking love these things. Anyway, I'm going to leave a link in the description to their Valentine's Day. They're doing a special promotion. I'll link in the description. A link in the description. Holy cow, it's the end of my day. I love you guys. Thanks for putting up with me. Anyway, please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Can't wait to see you back. This is... Where's my button?